In the headlines, schools are advised to prepare for the approach of Tropical Storm Isaac. First St. Lucia Mango Festival, a success. And Isaac is now a tropical storm. Good evening and welcome to the live broadcast of GVD News on the Go. A special good evening to Miss Leola Sinclair of La Pointe Dennery. I am Suzette Thompson. The OECS and the EU sponsored St. Lucia Mango Festival held last week met all expectations as the event brought together 16 exhibitors and 500 participants at the Constitution Park in Castries. The first Mango Festival to be held in St. Lucia was a great success. The Constitution Park in Castries came alive on August 31st, 2018, when a multitude of persons turned out for the event. The festival aimed at raising public awareness on the Mango Biodiversity Project, which was started in 2017 in order to limit land erosion on vulnerable riverbanks. Chamberlain Emmanuel, head of the Environmental Sustainability Cluster, explains what the project entails.
This initiative comes under the European Union funded GCCA project on climate change adaptation and sustainable land management in the Eastern Caribbean. The project is implemented through the OECS Commission, and we have 9 of our member states who are direct beneficiaries. It's a 10.6 million euro project, and there are various initiatives in various member states as well as regional initiatives that are being supported.
Mangoes can be used to make various delicacies and is often enjoyed just as a fruit by most Caribbean nationals. It has now become an essential means of preserving our eroding riverbanks. Nico Laforce-Hines, Environmental Education Officer with the Forestry Department of St. Lucia, explains the importance of the project and expresses her enthusiasm towards the project.
This Mango Festival is an initiative which came about from the OECS GCCA Island Resilient Project, especially the Mango Biodiversity Project. Physical adaptation measure that was decided upon was to plant mango trees along vulnerable riverbanks and slopes in primary watersheds. So with all those mango trees, we have mango fruits. So this Mango Festival came about to highlight mango as a superfruit, packed with vitamins and minerals, and also the fact that mango can be used in so many varied ways for persons to enjoy. Mango candy, mango brownie, mango cakes, mango pops, and the public so far has received it very well and they've enjoyed themselves. With regards to participants, we had about 16 participants showcasing different things and at least 500 people for the day. And what we're really hoping is that with this Mango Festival, it can become an annual event where it can explode and become bigger and better, and where the economic value and the varied use of the mango would be shown and persons will embrace it and eat and enjoy more mango. Like we say, eat fresh, St. Lucia's best.
On a regional level, the St. Lucia Mango Festival formed part of the European Union's funded GCCA Island Resilience Project on climate change adoption and sustainable land management. The GCCA project, which started in 2014, includes multiple initiatives implemented in collaboration with the governments of participating countries. Suzette Thompson, GVD News. On September 6, 2018, a letter from Dr. Alphonsa St. Rose, President of the St. Lucia Mental and Dental Association, was sent to Honorable Stevenson King, highlighting the current issues at the St. Jude Hospital, which is currently housed at the George Woodlam Stadium. Kimani Theophane tells us more in this report.
Dr. Alphonsa St. Rose, in a letter to Honorable Dr. Stevenson King, expresses that the St. Lucia Medical and Dental Association has in the past brought to the attention of the Ministry of Health and Wellness and management of St. Jude Hospital, which is housed at the George Odlum Stadium, that a safe, sound, healthy, and secure working environment was not being provided and maintained, and that their members and medical practitioners had complained to the association about the untenable working conditions in the workplace. As a matter of fact, as a direct result of the worsening unsafe and unhealthy working conditions that currently exist at the George Odlum National Stadium, there have been reported cases of sicknesses by the members, including an increasing number of adverse events. He goes on saying that indeed it is very unfortunate that doctors, nurses, and health workers have to continue to labor and deliver healthcare services to a very deserving public in a most embarrassing, unhealthy, inhumane, and undignified environment at the George Odlum National Stadium. Dr. Alphonsus St. Rose writes that the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the Board of Directors of St. Jude's Hospital, and the management team at the facility remain aware of the conditions existing in the workplace, and that the said conditions continue to deteriorate. He states that the association has engaged the government, employer, and management in efforts to bring about an amicable resolution in the matter without success. Quite apart from a meeting on April 13, 2018, the association arranged for a site tour of the St. Jude's reconstruction project. The site tour included the St. Jude's Hospital Board of Directors, staff members of St. Jude's Hospital, members of St. Lucian Nurses Association, and the technical team of St. Lucian professionals. He goes on saying that after discussions with the technical team, SLMDA recommended a quick transfer from the George Odlum National Stadium on the premise that the St. Jude Hospital reconstruction project is safer and more conducive than the George Odlum National Stadium. Thus, on June 14, 2018, a delegation of representatives from the association and management personnel, including Dr. Sylvester Francois and the Human Resource Manager, undertook a walkthrough at the St. Jude's Hospital housed at the stadium. Later on July 12, 2018, Mr. Andre Griffith, Occupational Safety and Health Consultant, was invited to assess the working conditions at the hospital. Members of the association highlighted the increasing number of adverse events in the workplace which have contributed to unsafe, unsound, and unhealthy working environment. Dr. Alphonsus asserts that despite all the efforts by the association, awareness by the government and employer and the management of St. Jude's Hospital, the untenable working conditions at the hospital remain unchanged. On August 24, 2018, the association held a meeting with its members to discuss the matter and the way forward. Thus, members decided that it was time to act in their best interest and including the interests of the public by writing to the Minister of Labour, Honourable Stevenson King. Kimani Theophane, GVD News.
Thank you, Kimani. Schools across the island are asked to be on the alert for the expected passage of Tropical Storm Isaac. According to a memo submitted to all primary and secondary school principals and education officers by Acting Chief Education Officer Rufiana Charles on Monday, September 10, 2018. The St. Lucia Meteorological Services and the National Emergency Management Organization are encouraging all persons in St. Lucia to closely monitor and listen to the official sources on the development of the tropical storm. On the current path, Tropical Storm Isaac is expected to begin affecting St. Lucia by Wednesday into Thursday of this week. Education officers are asked to inform all schools to ensure all documents, books, etc. are secured. All electrical equipment are covered, unplugged, and where possible, elevate equipment or floors. The same applies to all satellite offices. Schools designated as shelters are asked to be on standby in the event your school is required to be opened as an emergency shelter. More information will be given on More information will be given as it relates to school operations as soon as official information comes from NEMO and Met Services. Please stay tuned to GVD TV. We'll be right back after the break.